Hi. So I decided to do a collective reading, which I know it's been like months since I did, but I love this full moon, so I decided to do the energy around it. It'll just kind of be like the energy for August because this full moon is literally happening at the beginning of August. But if you don't know, the full moon is in Aquarius tonight. It's, a sign of revolution, change. That's what Aquarius represents. And then the sun is in its sister sign Leo, which is a sign of confidence, ego, self-assured. They go together well because it's all about having the confidence to change something, either yourself or the world. And I just love this, so I decided to do a spread on it. Again, if something doesn't resonate, you don't have to listen to this, and you can just take what does. So the first two cards were like kind of what was happening before, and like before August and what you might have felt, and then how that's going to influence the rest of it. So the first card was the Tower. The Tower is known as one of the more scary cards in tarot because it represents a complete crumbling of foundation. It basically means that everything you thought you knew doesn't exist anymore and that it's just falling away. So you're gonna have to come to terms with that things aren't the same as they were anymore. I'm sure we can all feel that. But what the Tower represents, and it really emphasizes, is that things are a process. You can't rush losing things, and you can't rush rebuilding them either. If you do, then you'll just make really shaky foundations and structures. And if you've been doing that in the past, this is why this keeps happening to you. So it's basically just an assurance that, yeah, things have fallen away. Yeah, your foundations are fucking gone, but you can build new ones. And its influence is really told by the other cards that are in the spread, and it can either mean a very positive or negative thing. Spoiler alert, it's very positive. So it basically, I don't really know how to explain it. It's like each time you let yourself accept that things aren't the same anymore, you come to terms with it better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will be able to grieve that loss and then create new foundations. But if you're just sitting there in denial and being like, no, I'm exactly the same, everything's exactly the same, my love life is exactly the same, my work, my home life, my happiness, I'm the same, you're just gonna be stuck in a rut. And that's what the energy for the moon card says, that adjustments need to be made. You're staying in these kind of very shaky foundations because you're not making adjustments. When you do, then you can create new structures that will be very positive for you. And even though it's extremely scary at first, it's necessary in order to grow. And so that was just kind of like before August. In August right now, and how you might be feeling now, is going to be the Eight of Coins in reverse. The Eight of Coins, if you're feeling dissatisfied where you are, it can probably be because of the Tower, where you're like, oh my fucking god, like, things aren't the same, I'm not the same, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do. It's because you're just dissatisfied that there's a disconnect between success and your work. So you feel like you're doing all this work, you feel like you're moving forward, but there's nothing to really show for it. Like, you're not seeing the fruits of your labor yet. You need to take a look at yourself and be like, is it me or is it my situation? If it's you, then you need to slow down. Everything's a process. You need to really evaluate what you want, realistic goals, and then what can actually come out of this, or if you're just fooling yourself. If it's a situation, the Eight of Coins says, like, if you stay in a situation that dissatisfies you, whether that's with a person or at a job, you're not gonna see success because you can't just hope for it to come out of something that you don't want to be in. You can't hope for this thing that you're just staying in to work. You have to want it. And once you decide, and you decide to either adjust yourself or the situation in general, you need to have the confidence to put it into action, and then the end of a tough cycle will happen. You will be able to emerge either with a new understanding of self or with a new understanding of what you truly want. And that will lead to, if you decide to take these steps, the Magician, which is known as one of the happiest cards in the tarot, which is why I said that the Tower can be positive, because The Magician is the card of manifestation. It's the card of you are where you're supposed to be. Whatever you want to do and put into the world will happen. So you might have been, surviving from a bunch of things changing for you, but just know that that's okay. If you decide to go on the route of trying something new and trying to live a different life and deciding to heal and deciding to take a good look at yourself and your surroundings, leaving uncomfortable situations, ending tough cycles with yourself or with whatever's happening with you, you will heal, and that's what matters. You will begin to heal, and you'll begin to see the things that you want to put out into the universe. If you're constantly just staying in the same place, if you're just staying stagnant, or if you're there's Nala, or if you're just staying there hoping that something will change, you need to realize that you are the one that can change it. You can either change your own mindset or you can change the world around you. It's just your choice. And I just did this because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm sure a lot of us don't because of everything that's super crazy. But just know, in summary, if everything feels like it's gone to shit, you have made the proper adjustments. And at the beginning of this month, you can set it right now. You can start right now. It's never too late. You can take a look at yourself or your situations and see if you're dissatisfied. You can end your tough cycles by going within yourself or the world around you and deciding which ones need to be let go of. And from there, you can heal and you can manifest the life that you want. I know manifest has kind of like a weird hot button thing right now where it's like what's it called? Like a buzzword, but it really just means that whatever you put out will come back to you. And it's just that you're in the right place. You have done the work. You have survived everything up until now. So why not just make it the life you want it to be? Happy full moon in Aquarius, baby.